either have to do a trial where you're recruiting individuals who are just from the general public, who are either going to be preclinical signs of Parkinson's, or they are going to test completely negative for Parkinson's if there is some form of genetic marker. And I'm having to remind myself of a lot of biology terms that I haven't used recently. But that's one of the perspectives that I imagine makes the clinical recruitment side of any form of sample or research quite difficult, because you might get an overrepresentation of individuals who haven't got Parkinson's, even preclinical. You have the preclinical, and then obviously you have the ones who are post-clinical. They show some form of they're symptomatic or at whatever stage, and it depends on where your area of research is looking, but it can make the recruitment side challenging.
That's exactly right. It's extremely challenging, and a huge undertaking because, yeah, one way that you could do this is just recruit a vast number of participants. They might not even have a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, and then you can study everyone at this time point, and then maybe years, decades down the line, you'll see, did any of these participants get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease? And then look back on the data that you collected to then study what's happening before diagnosis, right? But otherwise, it's really difficult to do that, and so a lot of researchers, they do turn to different models to study preclinical stages of any sort of disease, whether that's working with animal models or looking at certain, maybe if you knock out a gene, what does that do? If you're studying the effects of pesticides, people know that could contribute to um, the etiology of Parkinson's disease. So there's a lot of different models that people have to look into to try and study the preclinical stage, but in terms of actually studying it in patients, it's really difficult because how do you know who's going to have Parkinson's disease if we haven't diagnosed it yet? So that's exactly right. It's a huge undertaking and